Hello, brothers and sisters of the craft. This is Blue Whisper. Um, I was just checking in, doing. Well, I've got like one, two, three, four, five, six candles going right now. Wait a minute. No, one, two, three, four, five, six. Six candles going. I've got some spell work going there. Um, Tomorrow is my ultrasound, and possibly more testing on my left breast, where during my last mammogram, they found something that's 7 by 9 millimeters. And so I'm doing spell work because I want them to find absolutely nothing. And so that's what I'm going for. So the other thing, too, is I have just been diagnosed as a diabetic, and I'm doing spells to help me to reverse that. Um, I don't have a problem knowing that I need to lose weight and get myself healthy again. And I also know that I kind of have been a sugarholic in a way, or carbholic. It's my comfort food. So I'm making a life change, and I'm asking the spirits to kind of help me in that. And so send some healing vibes. I could use them. Also, I'm doing a little bit of spell work for somebody who is in a bad way, where he's about to, he needs a career change. Um, there's a lot of needs there. I'm not really going to get into it, but I do have a spell going for many things that's needed by this person. And of course, as always, doing my little rituals makes me feel good, makes me happy. And I think that's like 90% of the healing process, when you're happy with what you're doing. And I kind of wanted to put out there, oh, by the way, Spinpixy, hello. I can't wait till Wednesday. I have been the last 2 Wednesdays now. I've been involved in a little witchy chat with a few other witches. And so Regan, hello. Oh, damn. Now I'm forgetting names. Forgive me, but I love you all. Anyway, I'm just going to go with that right now. But look for the chat on Wednesdays. The lady who hosts it, oh, Lord, help me out. I'm going to get her name right here in a minute. I've got so many names that's going through my head all the time that I just forget. So let me just go to my YouTube subscribe page, and I'll tell you who to look for if you want to join this witchy chat. For me, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, okay, Regan is the pagan naturalist. And I know her name. It's there at the top of my tongue, and I can see her right there. She's such a sweet lady. I like her so much. And Magiabella Nightspells. I hope I said that correctly. Magiabella Nightspells. If it's Magabella, I think it's Magiabella. Anyway, she's the one that's hosting it. So look at her YouTube page. It would be 8 Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. We talk about everything and anything, and really it's a lot of fun. And so I've made some new friends. I already felt like I had made the friends even before I got to speak to them, in live. And I was just wondering if anybody else has noticed that there are just some people that you watch their videos a couple of times and it's just like you already know them. I'm not sure if that's the intuitive part of our walk, or really if it's something that we just all have in common, but it's like when you do get to talk to them live, it's like you're just talking to an old friend that that you've always known. And I think that's pretty cool. I've been noticing more and more people coming into the craft, or at least coming out of the broom closet like me, just a little bit at a time. And so I kind of wanted to do this video just to, just kind of put out there that, this is your path, and no matter how you come, don't let anybody tell you that you're just messed up right now, or, you're looking for answers, you can't seem to find them, and you're not going to find them there. Screw that. However you come into your path, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you came here out of anger. It doesn't matter if you came here because of, you're trying to do something, or you're just curious to find out if magic is real. And by the way, it is real. It doesn't always happen like it does on Harry Potter, okay? Even if Harry Potter is your way into this walk, eventually it's going to become your own path on what you study and what you learn. So it really doesn't matter. The next time I hear some witch say, oh, people are just joining this because they're watching, Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or whatever, let me tell you something. I was a witch probably 2 years before I finally broke down and watched Harry Potter, and I really liked it. It's not completely accurate about the way witchcraft really is. However, if that's your in to your path, whatever way you get into your path is your way, and it's nobody else's business. But the next time I hear somebody say that, I'm going to chop their head off or something. Not literally, but I'm just going to let them have it. Basically, I'm just going to say, however somebody got into this, if they're serious now, it doesn't matter what led them here, as long as they're here now. As long as they are on their path, as in the here and now. No matter how they got here, it's nobody's business but theirs. If they were inspired by a movie, I don't care if it was Wizard of Oz. If you felt your inspiration through a movie, through a song, through the craft, if it was anger that led you here, or love, or whatever, that is your business. And if you tell somebody and they say, well, you're not really a witch, you don't need that kind of negativity. Witch, the very word witch has been, I believe, throughout the years in the, Christian community, and trying to get people to follow their rules, and, man wanting to have control over everybody and everything. And it's always boiled down to money. Over the years, it's become something of, the word witch itself has been made to be negative, and that's far from the truth. If someone looks at you and you confide in them that you are a witch, and they back off and they're kind of scared or whatever, and then they say they don't believe in witches, they don't believe in magic, they don't believe in this and that, okay, fine. Just their backing off and being kind of frightened of you leads me to believe that they're not 100% pure in heart, because there's a little bit of fear of you there. And if they really didn't believe in it, there would not be any fear, would there? It's real. A Christian that doesn't believe in witchcraft or magic or whatever, well, as far as I'm concerned, if they're saying they don't believe in it, then apparently you don't believe in Jesus. You don't believe in the miracles, because it's the same thing. And even Jesus said that, God has given us power over angels and demons. In other words, we can call upon either to do whatever needs to be done whenever. Be a little bit careful when calling upon demons, okay? That's, study before you try doing that kind of stuff. Know what you're dealing with. Know your boundaries, know your protection. Don't just jump into doing things just because you saw something on the craft. If the craft was what inspired you to be here and you're here, fine. But learn, study, no matter where it comes from. Talk to other older witches that have been in the craft for a little while. Read, watch the videos, read, meditate. Do spell work, do some shadow work. If you're wanting to do something to harm somebody with your anger, before you go doing that, look inside yourself first. Find out what it is really that you're really wanting. Is it just to control somebody? Because if that's what you're doing, you're wrong. Certainly we can control people, but the first person you need to learn how to control before you go controlling other people is you. Um, because if you're angry and you want to hurt somebody, it's okay to want revenge, but look inside yourself to figure out what it really is that you're wanting. Um, if there's something within yourself why somebody may be not accepting you or hurting you or whatever, look inside yourself first before you go doing things. And, get counsel from other witches. I think it's real important. One of the things that was discussed recently was, young witches or younger witches or even grown up witches. If you're in a situation where you're living with your parents or whatever and you're not seeing eye to eye, keep in mind that your path is your path. And if the people around you or in your home is not accepting of it, I always said, our ancestors did not survive the Inquisitions and the witch hunts by putting it out there. Stepping out of the broom closet is a very big responsibility, and there's a lot of people still not accepting of it. And until you're 100% ready to deal with what comes from announcing your decision to out yourself, you have to be prepared for it. And a lot of times people aren't. And I think that's why some people end up leaving the witchcraft, because they feel pressured into doing the norm or whatever, or what everybody else is doing. And so I think sometimes maybe you just ease people into it, especially family. People say they don't believe in it. They think it's of the devil or whatever. It's ignorance. They just don't know. And I say the same thing about Christianity. Those pagans or whatever that don't understand Christianity and they hate them, don't hate because you don't understand. You may be ignorant of what their beliefs are. That doesn't necessarily mean this person is right or wrong. They're still a human, and they're having their own spiritual thing inside their church and what they believe or whatever. But deep down inside, we're still spirits. We're all the same. And even they can't deny that. You ask any Christian, what color is your spirit? What gender is your spirit? What nationality? It's all going to be the same. Spirits have no color or gender. We're all the same. Therefore, we are spirits having a human experience. This body that's breaking down on me as I reach my golden years is just a transport system for now. And one of these days, I'll either A, get to escape it, or, trade it in. And it's been recorded that some people actually get to take their experiences with them into the new body. Read up about that. You'll understand one of these days when you run across it. I'm not really going to get into that right now. The other thing, too, with people, especially family members, if you're living under their roof and you rely on them for some of your upkeep or support or whatever, respect. And that goes without saying. Even people that you disagree with, respect. You don't have to agree with everything somebody else believes or does to have respect for them. Respect means understanding that they have the right to believe the way they believe, or feel the way they feel. And if you're under their roof, respect means abiding by the rules they set before you. And I hate to sound harsh and cruel, but if you can't abide by somebody else's rules, especially if you're in your parents' home, get out, go get your own place and make it on your own. And I'll guarantee if you're not mature enough and not ready, you're going to end up back at home with the same problem. So it's best now to start doing some shadow work, looking inside yourself and respecting the people that are keeping this roof over your head. Because once you reach a certain age, they don't have to. Mama birds kick the baby birds out of the nest. They don't come back. They go out and make their own life. They make their own way, sink or swim. So as human beings, we're very fortunate to have parents until they or you die that are going to be there for you. Now, I guess in some cases, and I know your comments, there are some cases that are different. I understand that. I'm talking about, as a rule, in general, okay? Your parents do love you. For the most part, most parents do love their children. And so keep that in mind. Um, if they voice their concern and you feel it's none of their business, maybe it's time to sit down and have a heart to heart. But you got to be open minded, because what they may say might actually be making sense. And it just doesn't to you. To you, it just feels like they're trying to control you. Again, if you feel like you're being controlled and you don't like the situation you're in, go get your own place. Make it on your own. Um, and, stop blaming your mother for all your problems. I, you know, I don't know where there's a psychiatrist or something introduced this. It's not always the mother's problem. I've got cats over here. We brought a couple boxes in for them to play with. They've been having a field day. Cats and boxes. Who would have thunk, right? Yeah. So anyway, if you want to make your cat happy, get him a box and just bring in boxes, lots of boxes. They'll have a field day with boxes. Forget the expensive scratching toys and catnip. Just give them a box. Just like just like toddler, you can get them the expensive toys. They want to play with the box, right? Okay. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. If you agree or disagree with me, I don't really care. This is just my opinion. It's not set in stone for everybody. I'm not asking you to believe the way I believe. I'm just asking to take what I have to say into consideration. Anyway, Magiabella, I'm so sorry I couldn't think of your name. It's part of the fibromyalgia. I guess I get that fibro fog and I can't think of things. So forgive me for that. I will remember your name. Regan, Spinpixy, I can't wait to see you guys too on Wednesday. So anybody else that would like to join us, I know they love new people. Are you kidding? When I first started this the chat with them, I felt like I was long lost family being welcomed into open arms. So expect the same. All right, so everybody, I've got a lot of spell work to do today. I've got a shitload of dishes to do back here, and I've got a lot of things to do to prepare for tomorrow. Mind, body, and spirit. Going to be going into some really deep meditation. I hope to give you good news next week. Well, no, I hope. I talked about that. What the hell's wrong with me? I will be giving you good news next week. And so with that being said, just want to say blessed be. Bye, y'all.